Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Go! 70 range, go!
Throwing right away is Williams.
Flush to his right.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Williams. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take. But that's a heck of a start. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are 1 game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
Throwing here, Howell. Complete. Jefferson the target.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Here we go, set.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And they'll run again.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings have struck first in this NFC title game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. To throw, Williams.
That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Let's go now.
To the air, Williams. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Go!
They'll go play action. Howell.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
50 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that.
There's Hockenson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings.
From 19 yards away.
And the Vikings have taken a third.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it at the 10. Oh, a good move at the 5.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Throwing is Williams. Look at the big fella go. They'll have the first down and more than that.
Touchdown, Chicago!
Cole Kmet.
61 yards.
And the Bears have got it back to within a score.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. 61 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Looking to throw is Williams.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Vikings are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Howell now to throw it.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Vikings continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here's Williams. Got his man, and that's the rookie 4th-round pick.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
Let's go now. Check go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
They'll go. Here's Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down.
So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Hot, hot.
From the gun, here's Williams. That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown Bears.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Santos with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays. Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go. Set.
This time they'll throw it with Howell. And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Mikey, 18. Come on. Set. Check.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
89 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. In motion, the tight end. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Vikings are able to stretch out their lead.
And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Ready, ready.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Escaping the pressure right.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Michigan man. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try to run this one in, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Vikings are able to add on to their first half lead.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, an interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
This will be caught downfield by Moore.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
35 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well.
Slot man moves right. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And now here's another interception.
And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here's Howell. Big strides, look at him go.
And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, some complimentary football there. One side, your defense forces the fumble, and then they drive it down the field. Now, obviously, Charles, they wanted the touchdown, but at least they were able to drive it down and get 3 out of that.
Yeah, now we'll have to see how the other sideline responds because they had plenty of time during that field goal to think about that fumble and how they were going to react. What are they going to do when they get the ball back and try and make things a little bit better for their team?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. 1 second, all that remains. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
132 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 24. 31 yards there and a first down. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this curler.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, they'll run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
And Howell will throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Option left. Howell's going to run with it.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get Keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Operating from the gun, Williams.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They run with a fourth-round pick, Roschon Johnson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. 41 yards.
And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling it.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Second down and 6 now.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 39.
168 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Let's go. Hey, hey.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw, it's Williams. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Flush to his right. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Back to throw now on first down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
60 Bobcat, 60.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bears first down. And that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. To the air, Williams.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the